Hello. Okay. So I haven't really been talking about this kind of stuff for a little bit cuz people that watch my channel are usually guys who are trying to hit on me. So I haven't really been able to talk about uh women's stuff because it's not really something that guys should be focusing on necessarily. Like, it is important for you to know that, of course. We'll learn that in school and stuff. Anyway. Anyway. um okay. Had a baby without an epidural. And that's very hard to do. It's not easy, and other women have gone through it, and they honestly have way better ways of explaining how to do it. How to have a baby. Yeah. And if the doctors weren't there, if the nurses weren't there, I probably would have died. I am not joking. I know my neighbors can hear me. Like, yes. If they weren't there, I probably would have died. And I don't know what was going on down there. I couldn't see down there. Like, I trust that if it came down to it, God would let me be able to have my baby without without things going badly if I asked him. Because the thing is, what happened is that we went in for the because we were at 40 weeks. And I think they wait until 41 weeks. At least that's what Mama Dr. Jones was saying. And so we went in after at the 40-week mark, and I had cholestasis, and that is something to do with the liver. It's where like the gallbladder excretes bile and gets into the liver, and then that causes this itching sensation all over. Like, what happened was I was laying down and I just like suddenly started itching, and like I get irritated so goddamn easily. Like, I was doing that constantly all day. And yeah, anyway, we went in because I was very concerned that something was wrong, so we went to the doctors right away, and they checked it out. They we came to an agreement that we need to induce the labor, and that was very concerning to me, and I wanted things to happen in a way that wouldn't harm her. It's not necessarily that I don't like new things people introduce to help out with the labor of my child being born, because they know things about life that I don't, and I do want to accept other people's advice and everything. But like, I have certain things that I like to do, and I trust that whatever happens, that God will help us through it. Because we were there in the bed and at the doctor's, and uh, one of our nurses. I loved her smile. She came over and she was looking at the computer monitor area, the heart rate measurer, and yeah, I was praying that um, if God wants her to be born on this day, that He would let her be born on this day. So, um, yeah. Um, so He answered my prayers, and the labor actually started naturally, and we didn't induce the labor. I did have a little bit of pitocin, and I don't know what was going on with the cholestasis, but I went into labor, and during it, like my I think I talked about this earlier. My chest area got really, it felt like I was having a heart attack. It was burning, and like, I know from life that if I try to make something better, sometimes it doesn't work. Like with my nose. If I try to make it better and help it along, sometimes it doesn't work. So one thing that Mama Dr. Jones was saying was that oh uh she was saying that sometimes it's another YouTuber, I don't remember her name, but she helped me through figuring out a lot of things about it. She's got blonde curly hair, and this like really sweet manner, sweet tone, and I really enjoyed listening to her and learning from her. And they were saying gotta kind of hold back and not like start pushing early on, and wait for the right time, because I looked online. They were saying the baby's head has to be through in the right place before it can start pushing. So I don't know how to feel for that kind of thing. So I had to wait for the doctors to tell me when the right time was to do what my body was telling me to do, and push, because the entire time contractions are my body trying to tell me to push the baby out, and also preparing everything. There would be like one contraction that would it felt like I had terrible gas. I've had trips to the bathroom that were worse than that, and yeah, that's disgusting to think about, but it's true. And okay, it was worse than the beginning. Towards the end, I was asking them to give me an epidural, and the nurses, I thank them so much for like letting me do what I said I wanted to do. And like I was asking for an epidural, and they knew that she was almost out, she was almost here. And yeah. And it didn't actually last as long as I thought it was gonna last. My mom's had some babies that it's lasted at least I think she said uh, at least 9 hours. Okay, I've heard uh, 9 hours, 12 hours. There's been women who have been in labor for 3 days, and honest to God, how? Um, but um, um, I was the second born, and I was born very quickly, and so for some reason, my firstborn, she's born very quickly. Um, but yeah, I kind of just want to say thank you to the doctors for being there for me through that. Uh, and after the labor, I didn't have the itching sensation from the cholestasis. Is it cholia or cholio? Stasis. And it, like, our doctor, our OBGYN, he said that usually the cure for that is going through labor. And honestly, it did go away, and I haven't had any itching after that. Yeah. And then these people were definitely lifesavers. The people in the kitchen who were making the food. Okay, you know what I ordered? The doctor came in, he was like, "You order the weirdest breakfast I've ever seen." Well, okay, that's the way I would say it. He didn't say it like that. Okay, I had broccoli, and I tried to get like a fruit cup. That was important. The vitamin C and sugar. I needed sugar. Not a lot of sugar, but a little bit of sugar. I fast a lot, and because of that, I don't like have a lot of nutrients stored up. So I need sugar sometimes. But yeah, I had broccoli, there was mashed potatoes, there was mashed potatoes, kind of salty, and the gravy was like not exactly salty. And then there was, I had lots of crackers and graham crackers, okay? Like the saltines and graham crackers, almost like I had a lot beforehand and a lot after. And then Gatorade. I had a lot of Gatorade. That really helped. Like, okay, I have actively worked against Gatorade to say like Gatorade doesn't exactly isn't water. It's not, doesn't always help. There's sugar in it. Oh, evil sugar, stuff like that. And that's not okay. If I didn't have Gatorade afterwards, I would have been sleeping. I may have gone unconscious, maybe. I just afterwards I was exhausted. I fell asleep. The doctors would probably know better than me what would have happened. But like, yeah. And what else happened? Yeah, just every time I asked them to bring me something, they got me something. And I'm just so thankful for that. And I know I get like upset and grumpy about lots of things, but I've been given a lot in my life. And our daughter is here. She's born. And I never thought I would have a baby. I used to lay down on my bed, stare up at the ceiling, and ask God, like, will I ever have a daughter? Will I ever have a son? And I didn't know. Because nobody really liked me then. So, um, it was very important to me. Anyway, I'm getting into here's the truth. Like, sometimes I'll start remembering something and I'll have an emotion, and then like I want to move past being sad about it, but then I know I'm supposed to have the emotions, so it's just confusing sometimes. But yeah. It's just sometimes there's no way to convince someone what's right. I just have to let them decide. And yes, you have to decide what you think is right. Okay. Okay. um. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily recommend having a baby without an epidural because I was asking for one at the end. But just listen to the doctors. They know. Anyway, take care.